So in this short video, I am going to show how to calculate the extent of a reaction for a given reaction system. So let's start doing this. So this is the reactor, 100 kilomoles per hour of CO is entering from this side and 600 kilomoles per hour of hydrogen is entering from this side. This is the product, and in the reactor the conversion given is, so it is given that 70% conversion is occurring within the reactor. So they are asking to calculate the extent of a reaction with this given data. So now we know that the reaction which is happening is CO plus H2. CO plus H2 will give me methanol, CH3OH. This is the reaction which they are talking about. So if I balance this, I have to multiply a 2 on this side with the hydrogen. So this is the reaction that we have. This is the reaction that I have. Now what I need to know is, so there is a relation between the mole fraction of the ith component and the stoichiometric number. So it is given by Yi is equal to Ni plus nu I times extent of the reaction divided by No plus nu times epsilon. This is what we have. I will explain all these terms, do not worry about it. So this Yi is the mole fraction. This is the mole fraction of the ith species, of the ith species. So what is this ith species? If I am talking about this CO, then it will be different. If I am talking about this hydrogen, then it will be different. If I am talking about this methanol, then it will be different. That is what this ith species means. Next is NiO. What does this mean? This is nothing but the initial number of moles. Let me write it in the side. This is okay. Let me write it over here. Initial number of moles. In this case, if I am talking about CO, then this initial number of moles will be 100 because it is given 100. So likewise we can do it. Next is this nu I. What is this nu I? Let me write it over here. This nu I is the stoichiometric number of I. Stoichiometric number of I. So what does this mean? Stoichiometric number is the coefficient in this equation. Now if I am talking about CO, what will be this nu I? It will be -1 because the reactants will have a negative stoichiometric number and the product always has a positive stoichiometric number. So this is what nu I means. Epsilon is the extent of the reaction, extent of the reaction. So next we will go to the denominator terms. So in the denominator we have NO. NO is the total number of moles. Total number of moles. This we need to calculate. I will show how to calculate this NO. Next is this nu. What is this nu? This nu is the total stoichiometric number. This is the total stoichiometric number. Nu is the total stoichiometric number. So last, this epsilon is extent of the reaction. So what is this total stoichiometric number? This is the sum of all the stoichiometric coefficients. That is, here what we have, CO will have a stoichiometric number of -1, hydrogen will have a stoichiometric number of -2, and this methanol will have a stoichiometric number of +1. So what do I get? This sums up to be -2. So -2 is the stoichiometric number, total stoichiometric number. So in this case, nu will be -2. So I will show everything. Do not need to worry. I need to use this relation in order to find the extent of the reaction in this case. So now we will go to the problem. So first they have said that 100 kilomoles per hour of CO is entering, 600 kilomoles per hour of hydrogen is entering, 70% conversion is occurring, and I am getting the product. This is the reaction. So I will first draw a small table. So in this chart, here I will write CO, here I will write hydrogen, and here methanol, CH3OH. So the initial number of moles Ni for each of these will be, for CO, what is the initial number of moles? It is 100 kilomoles per hour. So this will be 100. For hydrogen, what it is? For hydrogen it is 600 kilomoles per hour. So I will write 600 over here. And for methanol, initially 0 moles are present. Now here I will write the stoichiometric number. So stoichiometric number of CO, what is it? It is -1. So it will be -1 over here. For hydrogen, what is the stoichiometric number? It is -2. So here I will give a -2. And for methanol, the stoichiometric number is +1. So I will give a +1 over here. So what is the total stoichiometric number? The total stoichiometric number is -2. And what is the total number of moles? The total number of moles is 700. So now what I will do, I will try to find the mole fractions of each of these. Y of CO first. So what is Y of CO? We will use this relation. So what does this say? NiO, that is the initial number of moles. So what is initial number of moles? 100. So I will write 100 over here, plus epsilon into the stoichiometric number. So what is stoichiometric number? -1 divided by what we have, NO, which is the total number of moles, which is 700. So 700 plus epsilon into the total stoichiometric number as per this formula. So total stoichiometric number is -2. So here it will be -2. So this mole fraction of CO turns out to be 100 minus epsilon divided by 700 minus 2 times epsilon. This is what we have. This is what I have as the mole fraction of CO. So now what I will do is, I will try to find the actual mole fraction using this data only. That is, they have provided that 100 kilomoles per hour of CO is entering, 600 kilomoles per hour hydrogen entering, and 70% conversion is occurring. So let's try to do this using the reaction. So the reaction given is CO plus hydrogen. CO plus hydrogen is giving me CH3OH. This is the reaction that is occurring. So I have to give a 2 over here to balance the equation. Now initially the CO which is present is 100. They have given that 100 is entering over here and 600 kilomoles per hour of hydrogen is entering. So 100 over here and 600 over here. These are initial moles. These are initial moles. So initially this is present, this is 0. Now finally, this is the final moles that I will write now. So what will happen? They are saying that 70% conversion. Now this 70% conversion of what species? So this 70% conversion is of CO. This is for CO. Please write this in the question, that the 70% conversion of CO. So if 70% conversion of CO is given, then what we have is 100. Then what will be the remaining moles? I have given 100. 70% of 100 has been converted into methanol. So if 70% of 100 means 70 moles have converted, then what will be the remaining moles? Remaining moles will be 30. I will show this calculation once more. 100 into 70 by 100. So the moles reacted is 70. I had 100 moles as my feed. So 100 minus 70 is 30. This is the remaining moles of methanol. Next we have for hydrogen. Now for hydrogen we do not need to calculate like this. What we know is 70% of CO has been converted. This has been converted. That means 70% of 100 is 70 moles. 70 moles of CO has been converted. 70 moles of CO has been converted. So if 70 moles of CO has been converted, then how many moles of hydrogen is required with 70 moles of CO? Of course twice, because the stoichiometric number is 2. So 2 into 70 moles of hydrogen has been taken with it. That means 140 moles of hydrogen has reacted. 140 moles of hydrogen has reacted. I will repeat this if you are unable to understand. I have said that 70 moles of CO has converted because they have given the conversion as 70% and I have 100 moles of CO. So if 70 moles of CO has converted into methanol, then along with this 70 we need hydrogen, we need moles of hydrogen in order to form methanol. So how many moles of hydrogen will be required with 70 moles of CO? With 70 moles of CO we need 2 into 70 moles of hydrogen, because this coefficient is 2, in order to form methanol. So 140 moles of hydrogen has been converted. But how many hydrogen was fed? In this question it is given 600 kilomoles of hydrogen was fed. So 600 was fed, 140 has reacted. So how many is remaining? 460 moles of hydrogen will be remaining. So this I will write over here. This is 460 moles. So what is the amount of methanol which is formed? So amount of methanol which will be formed from 1 CO we will get 1 methanol. So if 70 is converted, we will get 70 moles of methanol over here. So it is clear that the final summation of all this will give me 560. 70 plus 460 plus 30 will give me 560. This is the total final mole. This is the total final mole. This is the total final moles. So now I can calculate the mole fraction of CO. Mole fraction of CO is the moles of CO divided by total mole. So mole fraction is 30 by 560. Mole fraction of CO is 30 divided by 560. This I will equate with this expression that I have. Then I can easily find epsilon. So this will be equal to 100 minus epsilon, 100 minus epsilon divided by 100 minus epsilon divided by 700 minus 2 epsilon. This is the expression 100 minus epsilon divided by 700 minus 2 times epsilon. So this, if I try to solve, this will get cancelled. So 3 by 56. So this will be 3 into 700 minus 2 epsilon is equal to 56 into 100 minus epsilon. So now I have to just solve for this epsilon. So if I multiply, minus 6 epsilon is equal to 5600 minus 56 epsilon. So this will become 5600 minus 2100, which is equal to 56 epsilon minus 6 epsilon. So this is what I have now. So what I will do is, this becomes 3500 is equal to 50 epsilon. So epsilon is equal to, so simply cancel both sides, this 00. So 5 7 is 35. So this will be 70. So the extent of the reaction is 70. So this is what we obtain. So I have shown how to calculate the extent of a reaction using this simple formula. Using this simple formula for the mole fraction, I can easily calculate the extent of reaction for this equation. Thank you.